Good morning. We're here. We're back. Yes, I'm late again. But this is my channel. I'll show up when I want. Hey, Tyler's here. That's what we were waiting on. Your work slowed down for today? Oh, I'll be right back. Damn it. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Well, if you're up for it, you can jump into the markets. I don't have my other Express account yet. I paid for it last night, and then I got an email this morning that they freaking charged me for the combine again, even though I already paid the activation for the funded. So after the stream, I'm gonna have to get a refund for that. And I should be getting my payout from Apex. Like, it really should be this week. It's usually by the 15th, which is Friday. So hopefully we can do the giveaway tomorrow or Friday. But the day it goes in is the day it will go out to one of you. Well, yeah. Let's get this stupid heart off of here. We had PP news at 8:30. Did it do anything? Oh, right there. 6:07. Not much. Small PP news. Correct, Tyler. I don't believe you are. However, next month, it's opened up to anyone who will be in the chat that day. And you tune in almost every day, so between PP news happening this morning and FOMC happening later, I would think we'd just be a little choppy this morning. But we're just on the 5-second anyways. Oh, nice. $450 on that, eh? I probably would have jumped in way too late and then taken a loss. But I guess we just want to keep going higher, so I think any long is good. Where are we at? We're almost there. I think we can hit that today. All right. I just wanted to get a support ticket started with TopStep to get that $50 returned. We're tanking. I thought about putting just a stop loss bracket on. Yeah, Tyler, it's been going good. We passed 2 accounts with it. So these are the accounts that I bought. They were like $11 a month ago, and today was the day they were all resetting. And I started that 5-second, just scalping the 5-second on it, and ended up passing 2 of them. So I'm just going to keep going with that. But I haven't been using brackets, and I don't want to do a take profit bracket because I like just clicking exits or flatten or whatever when it's in profit, and then just wherever it fills me. Sometimes it fills me better than what it shows. Sometimes it's a little less, but that's fine. But it's been between anywhere from $50 to $120 a trade. The losses, though, I need to have a stop loss on, especially with TradingView, because at any moment, this stupid, crappy platform can and will go down as soon as I get into an order, and I don't want to risk my account because of that. I just don't know where I want to put my stop loss, because it's been I just kind of get out when it looks like it's not working. But I need to if I get in on fair value gaps, then obviously my stop should be before the gap. I don't think I've held any trades past where I should. I've held some a little too long, but they weren't past the point of where I thought the trade was invalid. I just held on because I got in too soon. And then I was expecting the market to pull back. But I should at least keep a stop loss on. Maybe like 10 points. It's I don't ever hold any of these 10 points in either direction. So 10 points, that'd be $200. That would be worst case. I would lose 200. I haven't been doing it, but the old me is like, oh, if I put a stop, it's just going to get hit. But I need to look at my trades. So like this one, $4.15. I bought at $4.15. 405 was down here, so it would have got close to the stop, but it didn't. It wouldn't have hit if I had a 10 point, but my stop should have been beneath that swing anyways. So maybe it's okay. I do need to have a stop on though. And like, did I enter right there? Oh, that was a buy. Another one. Oh, yeah, exactly. I need to at least put one. I need to at least put a stop loss. I just couldn't remember what my trades look like. I don't think I've ever held any of them past 10 points. Here's another one. My stop should be down there at 96. Bought at 01. So that was only 5 points. And then I just get out. Okay. I think we need to do that. It's 40, right? 4 times 10. Lido. We are ripping. I'm going to go ahead and wait a few minutes. I know one of my friends has had issues with TradingView connecting to TradeVate. I do not trade full time. I try to only trade for like an hour in the morning, but I do have I'm not living off of that money. I have a full-time job that I have to attend to either during the stream or after. But we should be soon. Yeah, I'm a software developer, mostly working on custom web applications. And I mean, I work from home and have a little bit of freedom. So there's been times where I've had to take care of like support emails and stuff during the stream, or I just take care of everything afterwards and get it done as long as it's all done in a timely fashion. It depends on it depends on the company. I did not go to college for this. I taught myself about 6 years ago. I just started learning, taking in everything that was free online, joining any courses, reading books, watching YouTube videos, tutorials. I just dived in like I did it. I spent more time learning than I was at my job at the time. At that current time, I would spend more time trying to learn than I was working. Um, and then once I felt like I was learning some things, I started going to a local in-person meetup to meet other people who were in the field. And they would have like monthly get-togethers just talking about dev stuff, new technology, crap like that. I had no idea what they were talking about for several months because I was brand new, and they're talking about I was brand new to it, and they're talking about like cutting edge things but I just tried to immerse myself in it and ended up meeting people there, and then got a connection and ended up getting offered a job at my current company. And now here I am like 5 years later, or maybe a little more than 5 years. 5 years later, looking to do something different full time. Yeah, I'm always curious when people are like super active, like during normal work hours. Like, are they working? Are they slacking? But I mean, I was already doing this before I started streaming. Streaming made it a little easier because now I don't have to edit a video. I can just, when I'm done streaming, I'm done. ES and NQ decoupled, eh? Whoa. One's going up, one's going down. Hey, don't tell everybody. Methodical. What the hell? I honestly feel like I get more done working from home than I would when I worked in the office. Nice, JR. I mean, my goal is to have trading be my main source of income. Yeah, I freaking hate working for like I like my boss. I have a good relationship, but I just hate the fact that I have to do what somebody else says. And I can only make a certain amount of money because of somebody else. With trading, it's just me and Nasdaq. But between trading and hopefully YouTube soon, which I am already making some money on YouTube with the affiliate stuff, but giving that away, so I need another source of income. Yeah, he's posted videos. Yeah, he's posted some of his house on Twitter. It's a pretty nice house he's got. Yeah, I don't think I could get to that level of a house. Well, like what I do for my full-time job, I could make way more, like by multiples more than what I make now if I like went to a different company or like worked for a company in like a big city or something. I think I have the skills, but I like the current company I work for. Doesn't pay as much as like a tech company like in Atlanta or like Northeast or whatever, but I like the freedom I have. My trading ICT concepts pretty much, I mean, I just look for those gaps, fair value gaps, and then I'm basing my analysis off of ICT stuff and then just scalping. I've been just scalping the 5-second chart. Yeah, and it's everyone says if you want to make more money, go to another company within a couple, like 1 or 2 years, but I don't want to. I hate that act of like starting at a new place and learning everything over again. I just don't want to do it. Yeah, same JR. I'd rather make the amount I make now with this company and have a better life versus having a boss breathing down my throat and working like 60 hours to make 4 times as much. I don't care about it that much. Got this little fair value gap right there. Maybe if we get something on this 5-second. I'm kind of conflicted. I think I got into this one a bit too late. We should have taken it from there and then gotten out where we just got in for a couple points. That's all right. First trade, I was a little nervous, hesitant. I saw this little tiny gap. It's not much, but I was wanting to actually get in there, and then we could have exited for a few, but that's all right. Taking a short from the 30-second. Oh, I see that. Nice. And there's one on the 1 minute as well. The 1 minute's not breaking a swing or anything, but we still could get a reaction. So maybe if we get a short setup on the 5-second, I'll take it if it's inside of there. I like lining them up. So like this one wasn't much of a gap, but it did offer some points. So if that's a gap and we can test it, come on. It's not much. We risked a little too much for it. But I'm just looking to grab a bunch of those throughout the day. That's all right, McLovin. I don't know if you've heard it. ICT talks about the risk to reward, and I kind of agree with him. Like some traders put a little too much emphasis on that. If you can read the markets with like the way he does, you're right most of the time. So I think it's okay. I'm gonna take that stop loss off. It's messing with me. I know I need to have it on, but it's just messing with my emotions, and I can feel it. There you go. That was a nice it's a nice move right there. Probably going after that swing right there. So I think it's wanting to go back into this swing, into this fair value gap. See how it reacts if it comes back up into this one on the 1 minute. If it leaves this gap unfilled, then we could be going lower, much lower. Got some equal lows on the 5 minute. Yeah, I thought it would be dead as well. Wasn't expecting to have some like clean looking price action. When I say clean, I mean not huge wicks and like it's actually moving instead of just candles overlapping everywhere. Like this is either going for the lows or it's going to hit this area and turn around. But the fact it left this gap open on the 1 minute, as of right now, makes me think we go after the lows. Maybe it's doing this because everybody thought we were going to just rip up to the all-time highs. Got this little gap in down here inside of the 1 minute fair value gap. I have to get out of that. I don't like that. Yeah, we have FOMC later, so this thing could do some wild things. I don't know if it's fun. I feel a little nervous, and I don't know why. I need to wait a few minutes. You trade like right when the market's open, right when the market opens sometimes, right? What were you on a time frame or using a tick chart today? Gotcha. Yeah, I know I've seen you like try different charts and stuff, so I wasn't sure if you like officially settled on one or not. Very nice. Maybe we are going to turn around down here at this gap. Yeah, you don't. It's too hectic. I don't mind trading after FOMC, like 30 minutes later. Usually you get a big move in one direction, and then after 15, 20 minutes, it slows down. You still get some big moves later, but typically you can kind of see where the market wants to go. buying this gap, just thinking it's reaching up for these highs. I just can't get anything going today. Come on. What is it doing? I don't know what's going on today, but I feel like I have too much pressure on me, and I don't like it. I don't think I'm going to keep trading this account. 180 is nothing. I just don't, I feel like I'm not, it's not that I'm not reading it. It's that I just have extra emotions today that I haven't had the last couple days. Those emotions are making me hesitant to entering, or they're making me enter where I shouldn't be. So instead of trying to force something, it's better if I just don't continue. Do these practice accounts work? Like I'm getting in not where this one I was buying, I wanted to buy this, but I waited for it to come down and then got in up here, which then it went a little too far, so I didn't want to hold it. It goes in my direction. Had I bought where I was supposed to, I would have just taken those few points because that's all I'm going for. Same thing back here. We shorted, but we didn't wait for the market to come back up into the gap, which would have gave me more points. Same thing back here. I waited for it to hit the gap and then start moving. Like I'm wanting it to see it do what I want it to do, and then I get in too late. But yeah, I know myself, and I know that if I keep going like this, I'm going to just keep, like, those emotions are there. I feel them. They're not going anywhere. So if I keep trading this account, yeah, I might make money, but at that point it's just luck because I'm not making the right decision. So I'm not going to keep trading this account today. So it's going to be down 181, and that's fine. I'll just trade one of these things. Let me just make sure that they work. Yeah, okay. So we'll practice our 5-second stuff and see if we can do better. But I'm trying to demonstrate to everyone who struggles with their emotions that, like, this is what we have to recognize, and these are the choices you have to make and the decisions you have to make. Like, if I take one or two more losing trades on that account, I'm at the point where it's like, it's going to make me mad, and then I'm going to do damage to it. Minus 181, that's not damage. That's just trading. Sometimes I'm going to have losing days. Yesterday we were up, 360 on it, and then 1400 on our other one. So giving back 181 today, who cares? It's one day. It's FOMC day. Like, it would have probably been beneficial to just skip today altogether. Yeah, look at me. I'm all grown up now. So I'm going to try to trade this and take the same trades that I normally would be taking on that one. Like, this is a nice setup right here. Took out that low, displaced up on the 5-second, but this is too big of a risk. So I have to stay out and wait for something smaller. Just look for the little ones. Yeah, Right, McLovin, you typed that as soon as I was saying that. I think that might be a fake, though. Because, I mean, we're not seeing it on the 1 minute. We came back like halfway. Just see if we can get a little reaction, maybe back down. I think I can hold for the highs. Just take 2 points. That's nothing, but that adds up once we get comfortable and scale up. Oh, if you watch the 5 minute, make sure that closes. Gotcha. I think these smaller time frames, though, help indicate. So, I mean, this very well could hold. Thanks, Jack. You have a good one. I need to make sure game's updated for later. There's a little... Oh, come on. It's going to turn around right there at the entry. Don't like that. Oh, you know what? That might mess up our stream. If it messes up, I'll cancel it. Who's going to win, these Bissies or the Sibbies? I think the fact that we left this gap unfilled, I think we're going to keep going lower. Could be completely wrong, though. Taken plenty of wrong trades. Well, I'm glad I stopped. Glad I stopped on the funded account. I know I'm not. I can't. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Plus, this isn't really doing much anymore. Which the other day we started taking losing trades when the 1 minute looked like that. So even though there are like some fair value gaps on this 5 second, when the 1 minute is wicky and choppy and just everything's overlapping, that's why I need to stay out. Yeah, right. We've been doing so good. But like I was just saying, it's important to just stop when you realize that for that day. There's no point in risking it. On the days you feel good, that's when you make your money. There's going to be days where you can't make money and you need to not give it all back. That's where I've always struggled. But this is not the first day of having a losing day on this account. And this is the third day of having a losing day. And we're still in the green. So that's crazy that I'm still in the green. Usually my red days eat up all of my green days. Yeah, yesterday we were like spot on everything. I think we took one loss, but we didn't let it affect us. We waited and we got our money, and then we passed that account. And that account, I hit a freaking daily loss limit the day before. Like that, it sucks hitting a daily loss. 5-second trades are just based off of so I just started doing this last week, so I'm still trying to dial it in. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm overthinking. But what I've been doing is just watching like the 1 minute, trying to determine like an overall trend, or not a trend, but like where is the market wanting to go based off of my ICT knowledge in the 1 minute, and then look for the same type of thing to happen on, the 5-second. For instance, on the 1 minute, we had a bearish fair value gap up here between 45 and 50 back at 941. And if we go back to 941, we came up into that bearish fair value gap and we created a bearish fair value gap on the 5-second. So when that overlaps like that, I think that's a pretty strong, high probability move that's going to happen. And sure enough, we went down. We created a 5-second bearish fair value gap, came up, tested it, created some more. So there's like 1, 2, 3 entries, 4, like all of those. I wasn't, like I said, I feel like I'm not in tune with what's going on today. Along with, I can tell I'm just carrying extra emotions and extra weight today. I think I started, before the market even started, I said I feel extra pressure today. And that's not good to trade with pressure. So, and then like on the 1 minute, we swept this low from the open back here, and we had a reaction off of it at 957. Let's see on here, 957. Can you guys see that number? Yeah, 957. And what do we have? Bullish fair value gaps up, and we've come into them and we keep getting reactions off of them. So any of these we could have bought and just gotten a few points, but that's all I'm looking to get is a couple points, 50, 60, $80 at a time, and just try to bang those out. So looking for the 1 minute and the 5-second to align, and then basically take what I would take on the 1 minute, but wait for that to happen on the 5-second. It just happens quicker and gives you a couple points, and I'm just looking to get in and get out. Sometimes it adds up quickly. Sometimes I'm not making the best decision, so I have to stop. But I did pass two accounts doing this. Granted, yesterday we were way over leveraged. I think I got up to 4 minis, but that's because it was the last day to try to pass it. So it was either I pass it or it was canceled. So on the 1 minute, we came up into this little gap. So I think we could, we're kind of far away from it now. Not super far, but if we were to get a bearish fair value gap on the 5 second, I would take it since it's lining up with one on the 1 minute. But we haven't gotten one yet. I think I could code this too. At 627. We might be reaching up for this 1 minute that we left earlier. $32 to $38. Right. Let me switch over here real quick. These tools are better to draw out. That one's not quite OTE, but it is between 50 and whatever that is, 25 or 75, but yeah. That's where I'm thinking. But who knows? The market's going to do whatever the hell it wants to do. There was a little one. 2 entries. And again, it's just looking for a couple points. You get your points, you get out, and let the market tell you, decide where it wants to go next. I think we're reaching up into that gap. Made a little fair value gap right there. I'll take this at 32. If this wasn't a practice account, I would have killed that at that high. This is why I had to stop trading my funded, because I know I'm making not normal decisions. I just got done telling you guys you just get a couple points and get out. I have or I don't know if I have it anymore. TradingView to log trades, but I haven't logged these trades. These are too discretionary. Like, that's the one thing I don't like about it. It's not a mechanical system, and that's what I want. More trading like this because it's fun. Come on, this has to go up to 32. Nasdaq said nope. Oh, man. I am glad I stopped. That's for sure. It would have been tough to start doing good on a practice account because then I would be telling myself, just go back to your funded. You're doing good. But it's kind of better that I'm still not doing good because that proves that I made the right call. Like, it has to go to 32. It's just a matter of how much am I willing to risk for that. Obviously, I wasn't willing to hold on to that anymore. Gap at 624. On the 30-second? Why doesn't mine show that? False alarm. That's dangerous. Like, I'm so confident that this is going to hit 32, but it's just not wanting to do it. Sometimes I look at like this move, like in my head, I'm thinking, oh, we kind of displaced up even though we didn't, but it's all green. And then we came back like halfway. Oh, nice, Jamie. I really like it, but I've always been worried about a day like today where I have pressure, extra emotions. How am I going to handle it? I think I can learn any strategy, but the test comes when I have a day that I'm just not there. And today's one of those days for whatever reason. But I'm proving that I do have the self-discipline to stop trading my real account or funded account or whatever and don't risk it, which is going to make me, it's going to make me somebody who takes money out of the market because all the other days that I do good. And every once in a while, when there's a day where I'm not doing good, if I stop early enough and recognize that, I can't ever give back all that money. All right, here we go. Finally, Jesus. There we go. Could have held on to this one because it only went a little bit further, but I need to practice doing what I'm trying to do on my funded. I need to take this time to practice, not just like gamble throwing trades on there. Yeah, that's a good idea too, Graham. I could have just scaled down. However, that messes with me too. Like, it's better for me to just stop on the account. Because if I scale down to micros and I start trading and I start taking winning trades, then I talk myself into going back to minis because I'm mad that I took winning trades, but now they're like a fraction of what I could have made on a mini. So it's like, obviously everyone just does. Everyone just just does. Everyone just needs to do what's best for them. And I know myself better than you guys know me, obviously. So I know that when I have a day like today, the best thing is to stop. Exactly, Jamie. That's what, and I know that I can and have fallen victim to that as well. So when I started this when I started this 5-second thing last week, these were the days I was worried about. So I'm kind of glad it's happening so I can prove to myself, hey, you can, stop if you're down and just come back tomorrow. And you know what? Tomorrow, the same thing could happen and we could be down another 180. That's fine. But then we come back the next day and we make 800, and it all should keep going up the account. Tomorrow we should have, or by the end of today, I should have the second funded available from TopStep. I was struggling with I wasn't sure if I wanted to link them or just keep them separate. There's pros and cons to both of them. The reason why I'd want to link them is that I know that I do best on my first few trades of the day. If I put a hard number on it, let's say if I allow myself 10 trades, my best trades are going to be the first like 3 to 4 trades. So if I link them and just take 3 to 4 trades and then stop, we should be good. If I keep them unlinked and trade one account and then go to the other account, say I take like 5 trades on the first account, then I go to the other one. Well, I've already taken 5 trades that day, and historically I start to decline the more trades I take. So now I'm just going to start doing bad on that account. The other bad thing with linking them is that if I were to have a bad day, now it's bad on both of them. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of leaning towards linking them and try my best to treat it as just one account. Look at that reaction off that 1 minute. This could come up to there. Oh, damn, Alito, I didn't even see that 5 minute right there. Did you? I hope you shorted that. Just a little bit past the 5 minute. I know you had that charted. It's all right. If you only wait for those, they happen so much, then you can just start increasing that. Next time you can do 20 ticks and 25 ticks and 30 ticks. Did we just come down to take out the lows and now we're going to keep reaching higher? No, I see the messages. I just haven't had a chance to read them. We've been a little busy. So you ran the start of that move, eh? We'll see, McLovin. I don't like when it comes up past the fair value gap candle. I've got a lot riding on this trade. I need to get this practice account back to break even. Damn. I just don't know about this. I mean, we went down first, took out that. Liquidity went up, took out that. I have no idea where we're going. Where's Tyler at? He can tell us what it's going to do. Oh, here we go. I mean, I like that we came up to like OTE, right? 5 minutes. Oh, OT is a little bit further up. Yeah, except Methodical's been in it for what? Since back here. He's been, oh, not too long. That was only 15 minutes ago. Should have taken that at that low. Oh, what the hell's that? What is that? That didn't even move. It just teleported down there. Yeah, you just don't know on an FOMC day. You just don't know. I know most of us expected a choppy morning and look, it's actually moving. But then is it going to move what, like in the way ICT taught us, or is it going to do some weird stuff? Well, we hella over leveraged on that and we got our practice account back in the green. No way I would have done that on my real account. So this benefited me in no way except the dopamine rush of feeling like I was right. Getting that reaction does make me think we go lower, or at least towards the lows. Do we have any? We don't have any bullish. We don't have any bullish gaps on the way up. Oh, we just got our funded account is active. I'm not going to trade it. We're not doing that today. I just want to see it in all of its glory. Look at that. Fresh. 5 contracts. I could just YOLO it on FOMC. I have one, or we have 2, so we could just put a buy and a sell, and we're guaranteed to make money on one of them. That's all right, McLovin. I do trust you guys. However, these are real accounts. I would be willing to do that on a I almost just died. I would be willing to do that on a fresh combine or a fresh evaluation. But I mean, I put work into getting these there. So we're going to not do that right now. I did rewatch when Matt did that, and I think we could do a better way. Like his way was like, you know, once something got enough votes, then you would do the exit or entry, which by that time the market moves so much. Like all the people that voted 5 minutes ago were saying to sell, and you don't sell for another few minutes. Like that, I don't know. I think we could do something different. Okay, yeah. We need something that's more accurate. Like I need to, okay, so like we traded down here, and on the way up, I point out, okay, we have a fair value gap. Do I short that when we get there? And then you guys say yes or no. Interesting. Okay, so if I'm not going to do that, but if I did that with one of these accounts with TopStep, like, don't they have a consistency rule? Like I would need to make a ton of money in order to make that consistency go down from that one trade, right? I know you guys know all the rules for that. There's no. So if I okay, theoretically, if we had FOMC happen right now and I took those accounts and bought one and sold one and just let it ride for like 100 points, all I would have to do to get a payout on that is make sure I make at least $200 for the next 4 days, or get 4 more days of $200 or more. Interesting. Now I'm thinking about doing that. Why would it have to be two different? Yeah, they're different. They're different accounts. That would be a nice little Christmas bonus, since I'm giving away my affiliate bonus to you guys. And if one, and I can't lose the account today because there's $1,000 daily loss limit. So it's like a win. I can't lose. I'll still have the account. Whichever account doesn't work out, if it were to hit $1,000 in drawdown, it's just gonna stop it, and then I can just grind that back over the next week. Is this what we're doing? Are we doing this? Oh, you guys are a bad influence. Well, I'm not on evals, Alito. I'm gonna do this on the fundeds. How do we do a poll? I know there's not a lot of people here. I know we got 20,000 people. What's the question? What the hell's the question? You guys know the plan, so I'm just asking, should we do that? Yeah, we could lose more. I mean, I'll live stream later if we do that. We'll get off right now. Of course, it's going to be 100%. Yes. I mean, it's two different accounts, right? Like they're not tied together. Seven people. How do we look this up? Well, let's look at something. We can mimic it right now by just doing it on two different. We'll just do MNQ, right? And then this one. So MNQ. So right, this should tell us if I buy on one and then switch to the other one and try to sell. Oh. What? That doesn't make any sense. It's two different accounts. So you can't have two accounts with different strategies? Like TopStep welcomes you to use bots So they're going to say I can't have two different strategies running, just doing different things just because one's buying and one's selling. I mean, if we just do it for the memes, what's the worst that's going to happen, right? Well, the worst that will happen is that it tags one order in, comes down, tags the other order in. Now I'm in both of them when I really wanted just one to go. I don't care to experience it. I'm looking to like see if we can make real money. I'm not convinced I want to do this yet. You guys don't seem that convinced. We need I need at least half the people to vote. And there's 26,000 people and we only have 8,000 votes. So yeah, we could get tagged in on both. It would be like Jamie, you weren't, I don't think you were here when I did the 8:30 YOLO a few weeks ago, and it went down, tagged me in, and hit and it hit my stop, and then it went in my favor. But I wasn't doing it on two accounts. So ideally, if we had an order here and an order here, and this was about to be 2 p.m. Even if this did that, hopefully it just went straight up, losing. Wait a second. It's only one order on each, right? Yeah, that was super fun, Tyler. Freaking, it couldn't just go one more point. But these are going to be two different accounts. Like this wouldn't be here. So it could go up and blow this account. And then tag this one in and blow that one. Then I'm out on both of them, and now I have two accounts that hit daily loss limits. If it's one mini and it tags one in, and I'd have to have my orders have to be at like perfect areas. Why are you guys talking me into doing this? All right, I know you guys voted, but I didn't say I was going to respect what you guys vote. All right, let's do another poll. How do you change this? There we go. If we were to do it, how many minis should we do? I think I can do up to 3, right? Oh, I can only do up to 2. Sorry. It's only 2. Hey, I didn't say this, John. I never said this channel was a democracy. I've always said this is my channel. I'm gonna do whatever I want. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense to do it on the same account. You can't, if you buy and then you sell, you're just selling the one that you just bought. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But if I have 2 accounts, what's stopping me from buying on one setup and shorting on another setup, and they happen to be in the same trade as, or in the same, they happen to be open at the same time? So if we do one, if I do this, and if I do this, then it would allow 1 mini would mean we have 50 points to work with before we get DLL'd. Hey, there's an idea. You can't lose in this scenario. You lose if the market doesn't, if we don't get a big move, if it just tags us in and like it doesn't do anything. But if the market were to move 100 points with 1 mini, that's $2,000. So it's like you're guaranteed to make 2,000 on one of them, right? And these 2 accounts cost me 300 real dollars. So we're automatically up. Like the one that's down, who cares? The account only costs $150. What I'm worried about is the market going up, tagging in one order, and then going backwards 50 points. That would daily loss limit that account. At the same time, it would be tagging in the other account, which was expecting a short, and then it goes up 50 points, daily lossing that account also. That's what I'm worried about. We could also go up. If I put it close, we could go up 50 points and I could exit, make 1,000 on that. It could come down, tag the other one and go 50 points, exit, and make 1,000 on that. And then we're up 1,000 on each of them. 2 contracts though means I can only withstand 25 points if it like tags me in and comes back real quick. You know, it can only come back 25 points. I mean, this candle right here was 20 points. Now it's just at 940. It wasn't FOMC or anything. Right? Exactly, Tyler. I thought I had a guaranteed thing at that 8:30 news, and it tagged me in perfectly and went to 1 point to my target and then turned around and then went in the direction that it would have worked on the other side. So I don't know. Like, I'm trying to trade for real, but then you guys are sucking me into doing stupid YouTube stuff. It would be funny though, right? But is it worth? Again, I shouldn't lose an account. Like, the worst that's going to happen is a daily loss limit, which I hit a daily loss limit on my funded last week. And we got it back. It happened so quick though. Is anybody trading? Yeah, it's funny because it's not your account. If I had like more than, if I had like 4 or 5 funded accounts, this would be a no-brainer. But I just got 2 of them. Just today, I got the second one. It's a bad idea to. The daily loss limit thing is really messing with me because it makes me feel like I can't lose one. But like Tyler said, it's FOMC. It could, but we're on demo accounts, so it should count it at the 1,000. Yeah, Joseph, I've taken multiple trades. We traded this funded right here, and we were down 180. I wasn't doing too great. Before we started, I told everyone I feel extra pressure today on myself, and I just wasn't in the right. Just wasn't feeling it, so I stopped at minus 180. Took a bunch of little scalps. Only one winner, but I stopped while I was down, and then we switched to a practice account, which doesn't mean anything. And we're up 200 on that after being down a lot. But now we're talking about, I don't know if you just, I guess you just showed up a second ago, but we're talking about if I should potentially give up a funded and YOLO on FOMC today. Since I have 2, put a buy order on one and a sell order on the other. We voted, and the votes say yes, do it. but I think that was a rigged election. So I'm not sure if I should obey that or not. No, I would just stop. I'll be getting off here in a second, and I'll just come back later, like at 1:30, if we do that. Are you in the I don't know if you're in the Discord or not, but I could tell you guys in there if I plan on doing it. Oh, I don't know. I'm up on our practice account. On the funded, I'm up 430, but we were up 6 something. The D daily. I was like, what the hell's a D chart? Bounced off and swept the low on the wait, what? Isn't Yeah, but I'm John, I'm trying to be serious. We could do a practice one today and then the next FOMC. There's no there's no risk in that. Oh man, what do we do? Yeah, exactly, Tyler. It would actually work. Like it would just go in one direction and only tag one in and make 3,000. The other one's still safe. And then I have to be like, that was practice. I don't know. Like the daily loss limit should work because it's a demo account. He's just saying, JR, he was just saying, don't trade my funded on the FOMC thing. Do it on a practice. If I trade it on a practice or trade it on a funded, either one, it's not something I should be doing. What I should be doing is not watching the charts at FOMC at all. How did this even come up? One of you guys said to buy and sell it. And you put that idea in my head. I'm like, you know what? That might actually work. What do you mean FOMC bounce? FOMC hasn't happened yet. Did I bring it up? I don't know. We have no way of knowing. You're methodical. You're willing to put a buy and a sell, put a buy on one of them, put a sell on the other. It's because when I did it on the 8:30 news that one morning, it almost worked. Like it almost worked. I moved my order at the last minute and put it in a different spot, and it almost worked. Oh, CPI. I was wondering what you were talking about. Oh, you were saying CPI bounced off of a 4-hour order block. What? This guy? Oh, the middle of that. It 100% works. So, were you planning on doing this already? What the hell, CPI? Yep, it sure did, Tyler. Had I had that short like 2 points higher than where it was, I would have made money on that one and then made money on the buy. But I moved it down, or I don't remember where, but it freaking tagged me in just a little bit, turned around, liquidating the account, and then ran for the highs. It's frustrating. That's why I'm nervous. I think if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have any reservations with doing that today. But I've seen worst case scenarios play out, and I know the market has a way of making sure the worst thing that can happen will happen to your account. The worst thing that could happen is it somehow I hit daily loss limit on 2 accounts, which would suck. Alito, I've asked him the same thing. He's streaming, has his own chat, trading, talking to them, and then he's over here having conversations with us, which I have no idea how he's doing that. Maybe he's not the one typing. Maybe he has like a partner doing this typing. That's what's happening. He's streaming, but he has someone else on his account typing to us. I got you. Figured it out. It's funny that you brought that up because I asked him the same exact thing the other day. I was like, wait, I've seen you in my chat and then you're also streaming, trading, talking to people. How are you doing? How are you able to pay attention at the same time? Like I multitask too. Like I have a computer down here and I've messaged people while I'm doing this, but I can't listen to somebody else. Oh, VWAP. Damn. Yeah, but look, VWAP works until it doesn't. It didn't work here. Didn't work here. And it worked there and it worked there. Yeah. I still need to, or I built that bot a little bit differently than VWAP. I need the 30-second. I need to get a bot up and running to put on the stream. Why are there so many lines? Why are those lines not going away? Take those off. Save, save. The hell? I've been working on a bot, not coding indicators. You don't need an indicator to mark out a fair value gap. They don't all mean something, so you should only draw the ones that you want to pay attention to. So that one strategy I was wanting to build, we have VWAP and ignore that line and this line, but on the 30-second chart, this one borderline would have worked, but there's a fair value gap and the entry is above standard one. So you short that and then aim just for the middle of standard one and VWAP. Is that a gap too? There's a gap above standard one. We haven't touched it yet. So a bot probably wouldn't have taken it. If we just mark it in when it's created though, you mark it in there, aiming for the middle of VWAP and standard one, taking your points. Exactly. It's 3 actions. You can it takes no time. You can probably have a rectangle with a line in it already, right? I don't know. All right, here's a question. When you're in an account or you're in a trade, this button, does this cancel on all of your accounts or just the one you're in or just the account that you're on? Let's test that. So we're in on this practice. We'll go to this practice, we'll buy. And then go to this practice, it has nothing. And then if I come here and click exit all, yeah, it's just the one you're on. Why is that there then? Why is this here versus in that one? That's stupid. Yeah, it only does that one. Damn. How are you paying attention? All right, well, I'm going to jump off of here and maybe we'll be back at 1:30. Maybe we won't. I'll talk to my wife and see what she thinks. I'll explain to her the situation. See what she says. The responsible thing to do is to not do that plan. However, it doesn't seem like that much of a risk. If anybody has anything extra to say to convince me one way or another, let me know in Discord so I can take it into consideration. Yeah, there's a activation fee on pretty much all the prop accounts. Apex, you can do like either you can choose to do like 80 something per month you have it, or you can choose a one-time lifetime fee. that ranges from like 150 for the smallest one and up to like 2 something for the biggest one. So the minimum is 80 something a month if you just wanted to pay monthly, which if it's your first account, if it's the first time you got it funded, I recommend just doing the monthly because statistically speaking, you're not going to be able to keep it for a very long time. Not that I don't believe in you or that you shouldn't believe in yourself, but it's just $80. If you plan on making a lot of money with trading, it's just $80 a month. But they get you by saying, oh, or you can just pay double that, pay $150 for a lifetime. And I've always thought I've had a good handle on the markets, and I always pay the lifetime fee, and then I always fail it. So I recommend choosing the cheapest option. If you're good at trading and you're making a lot and you're making money, $80 is nothing. And then eventually you make enough money to pull that money out and fund a personal account. But okay, we'll see if we're back later. I don't know. I'm not convinced one way or another right now. Once you are funded, no fee. During the evaluation, I mean, you pay for your evaluation account per month, but once you pass it, then you pay the activation fee, which is either the monthly or the lifetime, what I just explained. Here you go. This site may make it easier or more confusing. So it ranges from 130 up to 360 for the lifetime fee. If you choose a lifetime, and that depends on if you're on Rhythmic or Tradevate. Rhythmic monthly is 85, Tradevate monthly is 105. So just check that out. And if you scroll down, it has the fees, but yeah, you only pay that if you pass the account, pass the evaluation. All right. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining. And we will either see you in a couple hours or see you in the morning. Either way, if you keep trading, make good decisions. See you later.